Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chang podcast. This is episode 41 featuring Kevin, aka Plasify.
Hi.
Kevin, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. I know you just woke up, but hello.
It's an honor to be here. Glad you have me here.
All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. On the top right, you can see the panel with his image right there. On the bottom right, you can see both of our handles for Instagram. Feel free to drop a follow. And just for you guys to know, there's going to be 2 commands for this podcast. The first one is !podcast. In short, it's just a brief summary of what type of podcast this is. It's for me and you guys to get to know other streamers on a more personal level. So these are my streamer friends that I invite onto this podcast. So we're going to be learning about Kevin's life. And secondly, !guest, which directs everyone to Plasify's Twitch channel. So he streams. If you haven't followed him already, please do so. Okay, let's get to it. We're gonna start off with a brief introduction about yourself. Feel free to tell us some of your hobbies and interests as well.
So hello everyone. My name is Kevin. I used to go by Plasify online. I'm 19 years old and I live in California, born and raised. Hobbies, obviously, I play games on stream. That's what I love to do. I love creating content to put out to others so that they can watch. A few things that people don't know about me is that I'm actually like an athlete, like outside of like Twitch and stuff. In high school, I used to do track and I used to play basketball. My whole entire life, I grew up playing games, but like I used to like played sports on like the side. What is it? Dang, dude, this is tough.
Yeah, it's all on the spot and it's about you, so that's a good overview.
Yeah.
All right, so how would you describe your own personality?
Oh, I actually had to ask my friend Toki to answer this for me one time because I was filling out like a questionnaire for like a I don't know, yeah, like a questionnaire. And I asked her, I was like, how would you describe me? And then she said, what she say? She said cracked, like, or like educational, like cracked, like comfy, like vibes. Apparently, I like when I was playing Valorant like on stream one time, she was like, I was giving like crackhead energy, but like I was also giving educational like advice like on how to play Valorant at the same time. So I was putting like all my energy and like it was crazy type of energy, but it's like it was like really enjoyable to see. So I guess like I'm a like chaotic, comfy streamer. I don't know if that makes sense.
Hey, that's one way to put it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you feel like you're more introvert? Oh,
Hello?
hello?
My freaking Discord just restarted.
It's okay. It's okay. All right, you're good. We can see you.
Oh, okay.
Everything
Yeah.
good on your end?
Yeah.
All right. So the next question was, do you feel like you're more introverted or extroverted?
I feel like I could talk to anyone, to be honest with you. So I guess like, which one's the one where you can like talk to anyone?
Extroverted, like more
Yeah.
outgoing out there?
Yeah.
Let's
Well, actually, it
go.
really depends. I feel like you can be like both, you know.
Yeah.
Like online, obviously, you can be like introverted, but like, you know, lately, you know, like ever since COVID, like I'm like, I used to be like outgoing and sociable like outside, but then like ever since COVID happened and I go outside now, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be in like social crowds. I just want to be home.
I see.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about the very beginnings of your life, like your childhood, right? Early memories and all that. So give us an overview of what you went through as a kid, like kind of like family lifestyle and just your background. And then I'll ask you specific questions after that.
Okay, so I live in like the Bay, right? We both live in the same city. I consider this as the Bay, right? I don't know. I hope this is the
Yeah.
best, but Uh, I wasn't born here. I was actually born in like the most boring city in the world. Like in California, obviously. It was actually like the most boring city, and I'm so glad like I got out of there because there's literally nothing to do there. I was born in Merced, California, if you know where that is.
Oh, okay.
It's so boring. Like the most exciting thing that like I ever like liked about going there or like lived there was like In and Out. Like there's an In and Out like downtown.
Mhm.
That's my favorite part. Like living there, I was like, yeah, can we go to like In and Out? Like, dude, like, oh, I need something like exciting. But when I lived there, there's really like nothing much I did besides go to school. But I moved to Modesto when I was like 4, and then by the time I went to kindergarten, I moved here, and then yeah, so I've been living here since when I was 5. Um, yeah, honestly, I could say like I've been gaming since I was 5. I'm not gonna lie. I had like the Nintendo 64,
Mhm.
and then so that was basically the start of my gaming career, right? um, my family, I live with my parents, obviously, and I have an older sister. She's like 5 years older than me, so she's like 23 now. I think she just turned 24. I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I don't keep up to date, but I guess she's like the role model in my family. She's always really intelligent, really the smart one. She always gets like straight A's. Um, Me in school while growing up, until high school, I really wasn't like the best. Like I knew that kindergarten through like 8th grade, like grades didn't matter. Like you're gonna pass regardless. So, like I was always like the troublemaker. I was always close to my teachers, but I was always like I was like the clown growing up.
Mhm.
Like I always just fooled around. I like trying to make jokes and everything. But then I didn't get like good grades up until 8th grade. Like I always got like straight C's or something. Like like I said, I didn't really care. But then when high school got around, I was like, all right, I had to put like my straight A game face on. The only class I really got like a bad grade in, and I was super traumatized, was my biology class freshman year. Dude, I cannot fathom enough, but my biology teacher, oh my god, dude, she would not give me a break. I feel like I was taking a college course freshman year, and
Mhm.
I had to like transfer from like getting like C's to like getting like A's and B's, obviously, because I live in
Mhm.
like an Asian household, so they want me to, pass with good grades. And that was the only class I really like failed in high school. Or I didn't fail, but like I got like a B minus. But like throughout like high school, I got like really good grades. I graduated high school with a 3.8.
Ooh.
My SAT was like I think 1540 out of 1600. I
Holy.
forgot my ACT, but yeah. Um, I didn't really go to like a university after I graduated because financially I want to save money, so I went to community,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna transfer after my second year, so my sophomore year, because at my community they have this program called the tag program, which is the transferred admission guaranteed. So it's like obviously like guaranteed into like a university.
Yep.
So it's like the same as the 2 years is taking GEs. Is the same as taking it at like a university. So gotta save money that way. Um, yeah, that's my educational wise growing up.
Mhm.
I'm currently um majoring in public health, so I want to be like a physical therapist or like a nurse when I grow up. But I followed in my sister's footsteps, so I just did the same thing as her. Um, but I personally think like I don't see myself like working a 9 to 5 job like in
Yeah.
the future. Growing up, I've always like loved playing games, so like I always like thought of this like as an opportunity to make this hobby into like a lifestyle one day. So we're currently grinding for that as well. Because, like I said before, I've been playing games since I was 5 on the Nintendo 64, Super Smash Bros. Or like
Mhm.
any other game on that console. And then I got my first PS3 an Xbox 360, and then I got into like the COD series. I played since COD 4, and then when it got to like MW3, like Modern Warfare 3, I started playing in competitive tournaments because I grew up watching like FaZe Clan, like them trick shotting and stuff. If you know about that. Oh, dude, those are good old days. These kids in Valorant nowadays, they don't understand how it feels to grow up in MWT lobbies. Oh man, they wouldn't survive a day. Oh god, they really wouldn't survive a day. But yeah, I always like played like competitively in like Call of Duty, so that's why I have like this competitive mindset when I play Valorant. Um, so yeah, I guess I've been playing since I was young.
Yeah.
And then I played COD until I don't know. I played CS:GO when I was a freshman in high school. That was my first like FPS on PC.
Hmm.
So then after 4 years of playing CS, I played like ESEA, which is like where the pros play too. And yeah, and then there came Valorant last year. That's how that's how I am now. I just play Valorant. That's my childhood.
Yeah, that's a good overview. Okay, perfect. All right, some more specific questions. First off, what's your ethnic background, and do you speak other languages?
No, I'm completely like I'm half Filipino
Mm-hmm.
and half Korean from my mom's side.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't speak anything. I wish I did though. I could be bilingual, but the only thing I speak is English.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
Unlucky.
All right, so what was your relationship like with your parents and sister back then versus now?
Oh. Oh, this is so okay.
Yeah, as long as you're okay with answering, because I'm gonna
Oh
ask
yeah,
you
yeah.
specific things.
No, don't worry, it's fine.
Okay.
It's um like I said before when I was talking about my childhood, like I used to be like the troublemaker. I wasn't like really like too proud of like getting like good grades until like high school, obviously. So while growing up, um I used to like skip class in middle school. Like I'd also like pretend to be sick and stuff because I guess the gaming life took over. You know, I remember skipping school because there's a new DLC coming out for Destiny 1, and yeah, I just wanted to skip school. So I used to skip school to like play in these tournaments, and um, my parents like would always get mad because I'd get like these I forgot what it's called, but like I'd get like for how many days I missed, like I get like a warning.
Yeah, like I think like truancy letters and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Truancy letters. And one time it got so bad I actually went to court.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
well, it's not like the court, but like it went to the district, and I had to like sit down, and then they like put this big screen on. There's like other kids there, and it was like, oh yeah, so this is what happens like when you miss a certain amount of days. This is what's gonna happen to you if you keep skipping school, and it's like, oh, you're gonna be homeless. It was like the most pointless like trial. It really wasn't like a trial. I guess it was like a screen share of like what you're gonna have to deal with in the future if you keep missing school.
Yeah.
But my parents didn't really have like trust in me because they always thought like I wasn't gonna make it somewhere. Um, they thought like gaming right now or like before they're like, yeah, do you want to be like a bum when you grow up, like grow up being homeless and stuff,
Hmm.
something? Because like my sister is always like the role model, right? Straight
Yeah.
A's, graduated from UC Berkeley. She's going for
Mhm.
her master's right now. So from my like perspective, like I have to follow in her footsteps, but
Mhm.
because they always like see my sister do all these great things, but you know they said they don't believe in me, but like I feel like I'll make it one day. You know, you always gotta have that same mentality. Like these people that even especially your parents, if they don't believe in you, you have to keep believing and you gotta keep on your grind. So I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. You know, obviously I'm still gonna try to get a degree in college
Yeah.
because if all goes wrong, then I still have like a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my parents didn't really trust me like throughout my whole entire life. Even now, like I can barely go out,
Oh wow.
even though I'm 18
I see.
or like I'm 19. But yeah.
So that was more so of your relationship with your parents. Was there anything specifically to say about you and your sister, since there is like a age gap?
Uh, sh- me and her used to fight all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but like over the years, like we got closer to each other. Like we don't care what we do.
I see.
She just finds me like cringe sometimes. Like I'd be showing her stuff like on my phone, or like I'd be saying something like, because like how how the online life is different from like IRL. So I'd be saying like, I don't know, some like phrase that be like all of us be saying like online to her one time, and she's like, "What are you even talking about?" I'm like, "Dude, oh, never mind." And then I like give up.
Uh-huh.
But we have a pretty cool relationship. Sometimes she like mad at me like farting in her room. I don't even care. It's just funny. I'll be going in there because I have like a silent like but deadly like fart. Am I the only one that has that? Is that weird to say? Because you know how people like fart like hella loud.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I would say that's her. But like me, I have a silent but deadly. So like I'd be going in there to pet like our dogs, and
Uh-huh.
then like she's like laying in the bed, and I just fart and I leave, and then she's like, "Dude, did you just fart?" I'm like, "Yeah, my bad." And then sometimes, like when I be playing games, she just walk in here, open my door, and then she like fart, and I'm like, "Bro, you're gross." But yeah,
That type of
uh,
relationship.
yeah. But yeah,
Nice.
she's really cool now. She buys me like milk tea sometimes when she's coming back from school. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's pretty good. What about you?
Nice. Okay, okay. All right. Well, since you mentioned that your parents like don't really trust you much, how did they handle discipline? Like when you got in trouble and stuff like that?
Oh, they take away my console.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, I'd cry so hard like growing up. Like if they take my freaking console. Oh man, I was crying. One time I remember I skipped school like in middle school, right? And my mom took like my dad like works at like 5 o'clock. Right? He leaves around like work 5 o'clock, and my mom would like leave around like 10. So she'd be the one to drive me to school, and then I'd walk home because like the middle school that's nearest, that's the one I went to, and
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
I'd walk home, right? And then one time I skipped school, right, because I wanted to play my games, and we got in like a huge argument. Like, I don't want to go to school. Like, I don't want to school. You have to. And then she was like, "Yeah, you have to go to school. Like, do you want to be a bum?" I'm like, No, I'm not gonna be a bum." And so one time she took away my Xbox, right? And then she closed the door outside, and like she left the house, and I'm like near the door, so I can like hear the outside, and I heard this loud ass bang. I thought she threw my Xbox on the floor. I was like, "Bro, what?" And I started crying, and then I like walked outside like after like 2 hours of crying, and then she like threw this like plastic like thing on the floor, like, and I thought it was like my Xbox, and then like later, like tomorrow or like the next day over, I
Uh-huh.
freaking I like because they like hide my Xbox places like in my closet, my sister's closet, their closet, or like the closet, or like anywhere. I'm on like my detective type beat, right? I be trying to find my Xbox, right? So one time I like checked in the trunk of the car and I found it. I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so glad my Xbox is not broken." I thought she really broke my Xbox. Yeah,
Wow.
they did do
Mental
that.
torture.
Yeah. Um, but before that, before like I had an Xbox, I know, like the Asian type discipline. Get the
Mm-hmm.
get the belt, get the hanger. I don't know. Yeah, that was tough.
Got it. Traditional stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, how would you describe the area you live in and grew up in? Like, this is more about the city now.
The city
Like the
now.
city and the people.
The people, I feel like, we both live, like, we literally live like 2 minutes away from each other, dude. It was just like the craziest part when I first like knew about you and you told me that.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what the heck? But yeah, what I would have to say,
Yeah.
I think we live in like ABG Central. That's what I like to call it. That's what my friends call it. Like here, they're like, like the typical like SJ move, hangout move. Yeah, so you guys want to go get boba, get food, hang out at like this nice view spot, and yeah, that's it. Like ABD Central, yeah. But honestly, like going up here, it's pretty good. It made me who I am today. Learning about like people and like how they act and how I act. So I think I'm definitely growing up. I was more mature than like most of my friends. I realized what was like the right move and what was the wrong move, and I knew how to get like things done. Um, but I am forever grateful for the people that have come in my life and who are still here in my life, because we do have these different chapters in life and new people come and go, and I'm forever grateful for every single one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if I were to be born somewhere else, I feel like I would be a whole nother person, but I'm glad I was born here.
Got
Pretty
it.
cool.
Okay, so transitioning to school specifically, you mentioned academics already. Aside from sports, were you involved with like any specific clubs or activities?
Oh yeah, dude. I only learned this about my sister because she was secretary of Key Club at Indy. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to obviously like join too, and then I joined, and I only wanted like community hours to put on like my like college like information and stuff. So yeah, I had to join Key Club, and I also joined Interact, but I feel like I didn't really like do much of the things. I
Mm-hmm.
was really close to like the ASB group of like high school. So whenever like there was like things to do, then I'd participate. Um, I think my favorite thing about like doing like activities like those was setting up for like the rallies,
Mm-hmm.
and like setting up, but not actually like setting up. I was actually just sitting there acting like I was part of like a club, like that was gonna perform. So I'd like skip 2 hours of the first day of the rally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. um I did a I forgot what this one activity was at school, but it's where like I had to do this because of my exes, or like my ex, and because she was part of like ASB and stuff. And so they organized the thing, and it's where like the boys had to like do the cheerleading thing at like the main stage, and then the girls had to do the football. Do you know what that's called?
I don't specifically. Interesting.
Ah, yeah. Oh yeah, powder puff. There you go. CJ got it. Yeah, powder puff. I had to do that. It's where I had to do these dances, and then
Oh.
dude, it was so embarrassing, but like yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that. I didn't know that you had to do the dance stuff. Okay.
Oh, dude. Okay, if anything, I'll try to find it later because they posted it on like their YouTube. Oh, dude, this is so bad.
Wait, so you're saying like they would play, the girls would play, right?
Yeah, the girls
Football.
would play like football,
Okay,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, and then the guys had to like be like the cheerleaders, and they like do the dance. Dude, it's I don't know, it's so weird.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
So that's what you did. Got it. E Club, Interact, Powder Puff, and stuff. Wait, just curious. At your school, did you guys have boys volleyball?
Oh yeah, they started that at like I think sophomore year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they added that like last second,
I see, I
but I
see.
didn't do that. I was in the very volleyball type.
Mm-hmm.
I sucked at it. I tried. I sucked.
Okay, let's talk about track specifically. So, how'd you get into track? What was your experience like?
Okay, so I've always been like this super athletic kid. Like growing up, like
Mhm.
I'd always loved to run. So I guess where it started from was fifth grade where they have these like long like um track like I don't know, like on the floor. I don't know. And then I had to like race my teacher and like these like super athletic kids like in my elementary school. So I'd be like racing like my teacher and like the second fastest guy, and they thought I was like the third fastest guy in elementary. So that's how I got like me being athletic from.
Mhm.
And then here came middle school. I had to do like these rally races. So I had to run against like um it's like baton races, and so I was first, and I had to run against like the fastest kid in the school, and then um I beat him. So I was like the fastest kid in middle school, and then
Dang.
yeah, and then I had to race against the second fastest person just to guarantee. Like they literally pulled me out of my third period class to race this girl. The first one was a guy, right? And then the second one was a girl. And they had to race, pull me out of class. And I swear they actually bet on us, and my PE teacher actually bet on me against the other PE teachers. And like there is this athletic like teacher that was also part of the like track and stuff, cross country. He's the coach, and he was the actual one that pulled me out of class. And then I had to race against this girl, and I actually like ran so fast that I was out of breath. That I actually had to use a wheelchair to get back to class.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and then the girl that I was racing, props to her. She's amazing. She's a wonderful student. She was like hyperventilating in the lockers like after the race. Yeah.
Dang, that is
And then
competitive.
yeah, it was crazy. And then there came high school, and I had to join track. And um I remember like the fastest like 100-yard meter dash that I got, it was like 10.9 seconds. And then after like freshman year, I didn't do track because you know I got introduced to like drugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish I didn't, but yeah, that life happened.
hmm So what was your highlight in track? Like your favorite memory?
Oh, getting my world record, my personal record, 10.9 seconds in a 100-yard dash. That was my
Nice.
highlight.
Did that like make you go to CCS or whatever, like the championship thing is called?
Oh no, it was like it wasn't like during the actual like event, but it
hmm
was like during like practice, or I had to like
Oh, okay.
time it, and my coach timed it, and that's what I got.
hmm
Yeah, and then I guess I'm more like the person that has like the speed, but I don't have the stamina. So
I
after like
see.
100-yard dash, I'd probably be like breathing like a lot.
hmm So you're not like big on like the mile runs and stuff like that.
Um, I can go like really fast, but when it comes to a mile, I actually have to pace myself.
hmm
The fastest mile I got in middle school was like 5.19, and then
Jeez,
the miles in high school, it was actually 1.5, and I think I got it in like 7 minutes.
that's insane.
But yeah, and then life's over for me. Now I just sit here and play games. But I also play basketball, like in my backyard. I have like a hoop in my backyard, so I'd be exercising in the afternoon.
Perfect. The next topic is basketball. So you mentioned track. What was it like to get into basketball? Like what made you start playing and what was like the overall experience?
Uh, Growing up, I grew up with like my cousins around me, so their favorite player was Kobe Bryant, and he actually like looked like Kobe Bryant, like a Filipino Kobe Bryant. So my favorite player like to ever exist is Kobe. Like rest in peace, the goat. Like that guy's a legend. But
Mhm.
yeah, that influenced me to like play, and like my cousin also got a hoop when we were younger, and he was the one to introduce me to like dribble moves and like shooting. So we'd always like play like horse or like knockout with my other cousins. So like growing up, I've always wanted to be like on the basketball team. and yeah, that's how I was introduced.
And what was it like playing like for the team and stuff?
So, um, I played in middle school, but middle school wasn't as fun because there's more athletic kids playing basketball, so they were more used to it. But over the years of playing like during the summer and like middle school, playing in like league and stuff, I finally got to start on like JV, and I remember not going to practice at all, like during winter break, and our first game was after winter break, right? And
Mhm.
I didn't go at all, and I showed up to one practice one time at like towards the end of winter break, and my coach was like, yeah, you're not playing the first game, you missed so many practices, you're gonna sit out this practice too. And then yeah, and then there came the first game. I got dressed up, whole team got dressed up. I didn't get put in the starting lineup, and
Mhm.
our one of our teammates was actually making mistakes, right? And then coach got so mad. He got so mad. He was like, "Kevin, get ready. Get like take off like your warm up jersey and like go in, right?"
Yeah.
And then like 2 minutes later, because this guy was making mistakes, he was like, "Yeah, go in. You're going in." I was like, okay, let me in this. Let me in this. And then I actually scored the most points that game. And even though I skipped
What
like
the
practice like for like 2 weeks.
off the bench?
Yeah. And how dude, that was like one of my proudest moments.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You said that was middle school, so you didn't play in high school or what?
Oh no, that was high school. Like
Oh, the
oh
JV team.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And then because I said that in middle school, like I didn't play like basketball as much
Mhm.
because like um I don't know. I think games taking over my life too during that
Yeah.
time. So yeah, there was more people that were like better than me in basketball, but then like when all those like goats of like basketball players disbanded because like there's different high schools,
Mhm.
so I went to different ones. So I practiced and practiced so I can like make the team, and yeah, that's what happened.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
And then when did you stop?
After freshman year,
Okay. So the
because
same thing as track, yeah.
yeah, because I got introduced to things that I wish I never got introduced to.
Mhm. Do you also like watch basketball?
Yeah, I watch basketball.
How would you describe yourself as a player though?
Me,
Mhm.
um, I guess I'm more of a shooter. Like I can shoot like from anywhere or like on the court. But I also have dribble moves, so I think to like describe a player, I'm not really sure. Describe myself as a player, I think I'm more of like a sharp shooting point guard.
Yeah,
So like I can dribble and I can shoot. So I don't know.
got
Um,
it.
you ever see like Jamal Crawford? I
Mhm.
had like the dribble moves of that guy, and I used to like grew up like watching the Warriors, so I used to like shoot like Steph or like Clay. That was like my goal to like make it anywhere on the court.
How is your size compared to everyone? Like your growth spurt and stuff.
Um, I think I think like in freshman year I was like 5'6", five
Mhm.
five maybe. I don't know. I forgot, but um yeah, I was like I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. That was like 4 years ago.
It's
But
all good.
I think I'm like 5'8", 5'9".
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're a Warriors fan then, right?
Yeah.
Um, who's your top five right now in the entire league for current players?
Dude, there's no way like oh, like in the current league right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cause like I was gonna say Kobe Bryant, but yeah. Right now, yeah, obviously it has to be Stephen Curry. Like that man's winning MVP this year.
Mhm.
There's no doubt about it. I think my second favorite player. Um, well, I don't watch like basketball like as much as I used to nowadays, because like I just go to school and I play games and I
Yeah.
sleep because I'm a DJ and streamer. Um, it probably has to be Kyrie. Like, I know he's not putting much points, but like, dude, like growing up, him dribbling when he was in the Cavs and stuff, like that was such an inspiration. And then like, like that three he hit against Stephen Curry, like in the finals. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Crap, dude, that was so good. Oh crap. I don't know. I don't really know much. I don't know. Obviously, like KD's pretty cool. You know LeBron.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It literally just has to be like Stephen Curry is like the number one spot.
For sure, for sure.
Oh wait, no, I like Clay too. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
All right,
Clay's pretty
that's
cool.
5. That's 5. That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
All right. So, what would you say your high school stereotype? Like, what was it when people see you around in school? What were you known as?
Oh, dude, some people be telling me like I'm like intimidating. Like I like have like intimidating like face when I walk around.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like extremely like high walking around like class. I'm not allowed to say that.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
so
Okay, cool.
that's what people saw you as, the guy that was
Yeah.
always high.
No. Not like always high, but like I was like intimidating, like walking around in class.
Intimidating.
But like
Okay.
yeah, like walking around like in high school, like I just have like my earphones on, like listening to music. But like in reality, I was really like jamming out. Like I was listening to music. I was like really baked, and I just walk around like class. Like I'm just trying to go to class and I take a nap, you know. But when people saw me, like they thought I was intimidating. But then like once they got to know me, they're like, oh, he's like a really nice guy. He's like really nice and stuff.
All right. Noise.
Yeah, that's I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but yeah, that was.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Have you ever gone through like a serious injury?
Yeah, but I'm gonna pass on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was I can just tell you that um I almost died.
Oh no.
Yeah, like senior year, I almost died. I had a 0.5 like percent chance of dying, and I went into like a 3-day coma. But
Jeez.
I can't go into like much of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, like no like injuries from sports, stuff like that.
No.
Mm.
I just had like a sprained ankle, but like that was all.
Have you personally ever encountered any sort of bullying?
No, but like I remember in middle school, like everyone like knew each other because you know obviously it's like middle school, so like there's like super athletic like kids, and then there'd be like these like people that'd be hella funny, but like they just like be like I don't know, but like I remember going into like the locker room one day and like everyone like be punching somewhere, punching everyone like in the stomach. Like I guess like body boxing, I guess like
Mm-hmm.
that was what we did, and I remember there was a sport that was created at my middle school was but it was like between like the boys or like some kids that they created,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be like tackle basketball. So whoever had the basketball could tackle on the floor. Yeah, it was super scary. And then there was another thing where in our school was you know where you like spin the bottle,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like spin the shoe during PE, and we were outside and whoever it lands on gets tackled too, so we'd all start running, or like whoever it lands on it would start running.
Jeez.
But yeah, there's no sense of bullying besides online, you know, these Call of Duty like game chat, like dude, that's
Yeah,
bullying, bro.
toxic.
That's so toxic.
All right. Have you personally ever got into physical altercations or fights?
um one time this one guy tried to swing on me like during basketball.
Basketball. Okay.
Yeah, but that was it. I was ready to throw a fight.
Mm-hmm. So
but I
everyone just
couldn't.
like stopped you guys.
Yeah. but that was it.
All right. And now, so transitioning out of high school, you mentioned you went to a specific school just to save money, right? Have you
Yeah.
always known that you wanted to get into public health? Is it because was it just because of your sister?
I guess obviously growing up, like your parents want you to be like a nurse or like a doctor, but like a doctor takes so much years of your life, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So,
Hmm.
like a backup plan, because I grew up in like an Asian household. My
Yeah.
aunties and my uncles like would be like nurses, and my cousins that'd be growing up, they'd probably like in the public health like field too. So I guess like I've always been inspired from like my cousins and my families and stuff to like
Hmm.
be like a nurse or like a physical therapist. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do for like a while.
Got it. Okay, let's transition to work, like work life. Do you have any work experiences like to talk about? If so, you could start with like the first one and then just transition.
Um, I think my first job growing up was actually with my best friend like 5 years ago. We were at the mall one time and we wanted to like have a job, so we applied to Hollister together at like the mall, and
Hmm.
we both got in at the same time. And then yeah, that was my first job. It was a pretty cool job, I'd have to say. I got some free pair of jeans, or like a discount on jeans and stuff.
Hmm.
um uh where did I work? um I worked at Jen, a Korean barbecue. That was pretty good. The tips there were really good. The one time I got like a tip of like $200, and I was like, "Holy dude, what am I doing?" And I feel like I can do
The
anything. Yeah.
Was this
And then
recent?
no, that was junior year.
Oh, okay.
hmm And then senior year, I worked at like Tommy Hilfiger. So I worked 3 jobs.
Nice. All right. So, what was it like for you to be in the customer service sector in food and retail? Like, did you deal with like insane people or what? Any
Um,
stories?
I don't know. I think it was more like stressful. Like people didn't like know what they wanted. Like I remember working at Gin one time, and I was
Mhm.
trying to like take an order, and they were like like arguing. And I was like, what? Like they asked me like I don't know. It was like they asked me if like we had this item,
Mhm.
like what is it called? Like the brisket. Obviously, we're gonna have brisket because like the brisket's like the number one thing to like eat and like eat fast and stuff. It
Yeah.
cooks fast. Like, do you guys have this here? I'm like, yes, yes, we do. Like, I'm pretty sure we have like everything on the menu. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. It was another time. When I was working at like Hollister one time, and this customer asked me if we had like this item in this size or this item in this size, and like I don't know. She asked me like 10 different items in this size, and I had to keep running back to the back to check, and then going back to her and going back, and like it's like stressful.
Hmm.
But other than that, it was a pretty good job. Got paid. That's all that really mattered.
Okay. Wait, so why did you leave like Hollister for Jen and then Jen for Tommy Hilfiger?
Hollister, because I left Hollister because it was my first job, so I also didn't like want to go sometimes, so I'd try to like find replacements. And then one
Hmm.
time I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put in my 2 weeks because I'm like tired of working. And then yeah, and then when I wanted to work at Gen, it was because it was like during the summer, and me and my best friend at the time, another best friend, the guy that literally lives like also 30 seconds away from me, we'd always like hang out. So then we were like, yeah, do you just want to work at Gen? And then we were like, yeah, let's just go. So we also got like the job when we like first walked in because our friend worked there, and
Hmm.
he put in a word for us, and we got the job like automatically. And then we left because summer was over, and we just needed a summer job to do like summer things and stuff.
I see.
And um, came senior year and we wanted to work for another job because we also wanted things to do during senior year. So it was the same best friend that we applied with at Gen. So we both wanted to work at like Tommy Hilfiger because of the nice clothes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I left because my injury, and then yeah.
Got it. So based on all the types of jobs you've had, what would you want people to know about working in customer service? Like your thoughts.
Dang, that's a tough one. It's actually been so long. All I know is that if you want to work there, it's like all about a commitment to like putting in like hard work. I mean, like organizing the clothes, stocking up the clothes, and like being sociable with like the customers and asking them what they want, if they're okay. Like if they need anything, then you're perfectly fine. If you don't think like that's a hard job, then that's like the perfect job for you. And then plus, it just pays good. That's all that really matters in the end to get like the bank.
Okay. Nice. Now we're gonna transition over to more of your social life aspects. So how would you describe your party life? Yeah.
Oh no, not the party life. Crap. Um, I've always been friends with like older people, so I'd always get like invited to like parties and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when like the drinking started. Obviously, like SJ, like always had the parties and stuff, and yeah. I wouldn't do anything too crazy though. I'd always keep my cool. Yeah, it's pretty hectic.
Yeah, do you have like any interesting like wild party stories to tell? Like what you've witnessed or something, since you've been pretty calm about it?
Oh, dude. Okay, so there's this one time it was my friend's like sister's birthday, and she turned like 21, and she's friends with like other people and that are like older and stuff. And I remember one time like I left hella early, right? And like obviously like SJ, like it was like bring your own bottle and bring your own like weed type thing. So
Mhm.
like anyone could pull up as long as you like bring something. And there's like these underage kids, so and then they like get this noise complaint because there's hella people like filling up the front yard, the backyard, inside the house. And this one time, like cops came through, and this is like after I left, right? And I learned about it because SJ is like a small community, and like you have like people on like Snapchat and like Instagram and stuff. So like I was like seeing everything like when I was home, and um it was so crazy because like people were getting arrested. There was like a fight going on in the front, like someone had like threatened like with a gun or something. And I was like, what the heck, this is all what happened when I left. And I'm like, I'm so glad I left. And yeah, like, that's probably like the craziest like thing that ever happened to me, or like that I heard of at like a party.
Aside from partying, are you like big on raves or events, concerts, that sort?
um I've only been to like two like events, I guess I would have to say.
Hmm?
I went to Alinium sophomore year, like when I was a sophomore, so I was like 16, but it was like an 18 plus like thing. So I like I got in there, and then I just came back from Head in the Clouds, so I think is I guess I'm not like a like a rave head, I guess. I do like the music, EDM. I love EDM. But yeah, I prefer like festivals over raves. Better to be
Mhm.
honest with you.
How was Head in the Clouds? It sounds
I
recent.
was, it was so fantastic. Like like it was so good because I just wanted to meet like all the Twitch homies that I met over like the past year. So I got to meet Rihanni. I got to meet Shelly, like Shelly, she sells. I got to meet like Watson, like our solos. I met Swaggy Daff. Oh, I love Daff. Um, I met Fan Fan. at like the festival. Like I actually like spotted her like in the crowd, and I was like to my friend, I was like, "Yo, dude, that's Fan," and they were like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's like this super famous streamer." And then I was like super anxious to like walk up to her, like ask for a picture because she's like streaming, like live streaming, and then
Oh,
she
okay.
probably had like 5,000 people like watching, and I was like, "Do I really?" And I was like so anxious, and they're like, "Yeah, you should do it," because like in my head I was like, "Yeah, this is probably the only time I'll ever see her," because like she travels like the states and stuff.
Hmm.
So I'm like, "Yeah." I like walked up to her. I was like, I poked her on the shoulder because she was like streaming and it was like loud music, so she probably wouldn't be able to hear me. I'm like, hi, fan. Like, I'm a big fan of you. Like, can I get a picture, please? Like, dude, like, I feel like, like, I don't know. It was so embarrassing, but like I got the picture, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she was cool
Um,
about it.
yeah, and then the parties, or it was like an Airbnb. Like I hang out with like people that had been on Twitch as well,
Hmm.
and they were really cool. We like drank the first day. The second day, like the Saturday night, I actually like they were drinking and stuff. And then I literally went in my room. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go start a new Korean drama. So like they were like partying outside, and I was in my room and I was like watching a Korean drama, and I started this Korean drama called My Name. If you have ever heard of it on
The
Netflix,
new one.
yeah, the new one. And
Yeah.
then I finished it like the next day.
What?
Yeah, and then obviously, like day one, Head in Clouds is really cool. I saw DPR. I freaking love DPR. I miss DPR. They're
Mm.
so good. I saw Rich Brian, and then that guy's the goat. And then I saw Keshi. Obviously, like everyone at like the headline and stuff. And I think the last day, like the Airbnb, it was really cool because like people like did like they came over at our Airbnb. So Swaggy Daft came, and Neeks and Kaylin came. What's up, Kaylin? She's a Hemi. She's really cool. And then we all like drank. So yeah, it
Yeah, that
was really
sounds
cool.
fun. Yeah, you went with Nate, right?
Yeah, I went with Nate.
Sick.
Or oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you more about the events, but did you have something to say?
Yeah, our car broke down.
Oh,
Yeah.
like on the way back?
No, okay. So it was a crazy experience, and I'm glad I can like tell you this. So obviously from SJ to LA is 6 hours, and then our car broke down. Like we went to um SBO, San Luis Obispo, or SLO, I guess. To meet up with Nate's friends, and then we met up with them, got some like food and like drinks,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were gonna go meet our other friends, like my friends that we met on Twitch is Pink Moja and her boyfriend. They're like Toki's friends, IRL friends, and we went to go meet them, and they live in Santa Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
And 20 minutes after leaving slow, our car broke down like on the freeway, and it
Yeah.
was going like slower. Like the RPM was like um high, right? But like the
Yeah.
car wasn't going as fast, so we thought it was a transmission fluid, but it was actually an electrician problem. So our car wouldn't move, so we had to get it towed from like the middle of nowhere to Santa Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
And then we actually stayed at our friend's house the first night, and then we had to we had to our friend dropped us off at LA to the Airbnb like Friday night, and then we left the car there because we had to like tow it back to like San Jose.
Yeah.
And then um so we stayed at like the event for the 3 days. We had to leave to the train on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had to Uber to the train station. We missed our first train
Oh shit.
because our friend had to freaking take a poop. Literally, it took him 20 minutes, and he was like sitting there in the toilet. He was laughing. We were all laughing. It was like super funny because we missed our first train because of him, and then we took an Uber there, and then we actually missed our second train because like some car broke down on the traffic. So when we got there, we were just like we were stuck, and then we actually like we had to call our friend that actually like dropped us off to LA from Santa Barbara. We had to call her, and then she had to pick us up from LA to go back to her house, and then we had to like tow the car back to San Jose. But our friend Nate, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was his car, and Nate had to use his AAA, his 100 miles to like travel a car to from where it got stuck in the first place to Santa Barbara to her house because we stayed there, and then we had to on Monday. We couldn't like get the car fully back to SJ in one trip, and plus the driver could only take like two. So my parents actually had to pick me up, so then they can drive in the tow truck, and then get the car like to slow, and then his dad would have to come with his AAA card from slow, and then or to slow to from SJ, and he had to go get the tow truck or use his AAA to get the tow truck to tow the car back to slow to SJ,
Yeah,
and Nate and my friend Matt they used his dad's car that he drove down the slow, and it was like one crazy hectic like trip, and that's
that's
what happened.
insane. Wow.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Did you have a favorite moment for that event? It seems like there was a lot because the Airbnb, just hanging out and being at Head in the Clouds.
Um, my first time, my favorite event. What has to be my favorite event? Oh, it'd have to be being in the crowd of DPR. When they first came out, it was
Mhm.
like it was like not the time for them to come out, and everyone was chanting DPR like in the chat, or like not in the chat, but like in the crowd, in the crowd. And then like I just thought it was the coolest thing. Like it was my first time like experiencing like an event like that. It
Mhm.
was like an awesome experience. I'd probably like do it again next year or something.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And since you listen to EDM music, who's your favorite artist and do you have a favorite song?
Um, I don't know. I love all like the EDM artists. I'm not too much of like a headbanger myself,
Mhm.
but back then I used to like music like that, but not anymore. I like chill EDM, I guess.
Okay.
Like I said, the first rave I went to was Millennium, so
Mhm.
I have always liked the love Millennium. I think um I don't really have a favorite song, but I do like Porter too.
Okay.
I wish I went to Said the Sky. Said the Sky would have been really cool. Um, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite song for EDM.
Mhm. Do you have a next event planned already?
No, I don't. I have no
Gotcha,
idea.
gotcha.
I think I'm done for events for the year. After that
Sounds
trip,
good. Yeah.
yeah, never taking the car ever again.
All right. So speaking on drinking, uh, do you recall the first time you've ever drinking and what that experience was like?
Yeah, so first time I drank was with my cousins. You know, Filipino family. They're kind of crazy on like my cousin's side. So
Mm-hmm.
they we were at like a family party one time, and it was with my cousins. Right? My family like doesn't go to like my cousins like family parties, and um the first time I actually drank was like crazy. It was like Crown Royale, like high percentage of alcohol in it, and I like did double shots. So I took like 8 double shots in like 30 minutes. I just blacked out.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that was my first time, and I was like, oh, dude, this is crazy. And then I just remember like going into the car, and then waking up in like some bed, my cousin's bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I woke up, I just like threw up like everywhere, like in the trash can. It was like the worst thing in the world.
Sheesh.
That was my first time.
What type of drunk are you?
What types of drunks are there?
Like, how would you describe yourself? When you're drunk, what do you do? Or how do you feel?
I feel great. I just want to laugh.
So you're
Oh,
okay.
well, I just like with the right people, obviously. I want to I want to laugh, but
Mm-hmm.
like I guess I'm like very outgoing. So like if I were at like a party, like obviously like I'd probably like try to like be friends with you. Like I don't like social myself out from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So but like drinking with friends, we have a good time. We start singing and stuff. We have a good time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Filipino blood, you know, magic sing at 100. Holy, that was like the best part.
Wait, you like to sing?
Yeah,
Have you ever sang on stream?
yeah, I freaking suck at singing though.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite and least favorite alcoholic drink.
I freaking hate Henny. Fucking
Okay.
hate Henny. Fucking hate Henny. Oh, sorry. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I hate Henny. Henny's like the worst thing. Oh, Jameson too. That's the worst. I think it's because like growing up in like high school and stuff and going to like those parties and stuff,
Yeah.
like drinking all that and stuff. Ah, dude, it was like the worst. I'm just like so traumatized.
Mhm.
Right now, I don't drink like hard alcohol anymore. I just prefer like soju and like fruit punch like Trulies.
Got
That's
it.
all I really do.
All right, let's talk about some of your interests. Are you big on movies, shows, anime, drama? Any of those?
I love movies. I love the Marvel series. I love any type of movies. Um, Anime. I freaking love anime. Holy, I love every single anime. Um, Korean dramas. I just started getting used to like last year, so I watched like a couple, and I think they're all pretty good.
Hmm.
I think watching like Korean drama is what got me into like K-pop or like Korean like R&B and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I like all types of shows. I watched like The Flash growing up. I thought The Flash was really good, and The Arrow, and yeah, I thought they're all pretty good.
All right, let's do a top 5 for each categories if you can. Let's start with anime. Top 5 of all time.
This is a tough one because they're all really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I never watched Naruto. I know there's gonna be some haters out there, but I've never watched Naruto. The first anime that I got introduced to was um Tokyo Ghoul, and I freaking love Tokyo Ghoul. And then I watched like Demon Slayer, like Blue Exorcist, and then that's when I started watching One Piece, and that's what I got into before I watching like or like trying to start Naruto. So I started One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
So One Piece is definitely in the top 5.
Okay.
I think Tokyo Ghoul is top 5, and um, Jujutsu Kaisen, Tokyo Revengers, and for my 5th one, I don't even know. I really think they're all really good.
Mm-hmm. And how
You know,
about for shows?
for shows, it probably has to be Friends. I freaking love watching Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Flash. Um, I think Full House is really good too. I love The Arrow. Another show was I don't know. I'd like try to like whenever like I'd sleep at like cousin's house, like they'd always like try to make us sleep before like 12 or something. But
Mm-hmm.
me and my cousin would sneak downstairs when we were younger, and we watched like Family Guy. So I guess Family Guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, favorite Marvel movie?
good call. I think Shang-Chi was really good. Not
Shang-Chi.
gonna lie, that was super good.
Nice. Shang-Chi. All right, so the next question, talk about piercings and tattoos if you have any tats.
I don't have any tattoos, but I definitely want a tattoo in the future. I have my lobes done.
Mm-hmm.
I've had like my second lobe and an industrial like the bar through my head,
Yeah,
or like no bar through my ear. What the
yours
heck?
on top. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I've had that before, and then I let it like heal, so I don't have it anymore.
Mhm.
But if I were to get like another piercing, it'd probably be a cartilage and my second lobe again.
Okay,
But I do want a
okay.
tattoo. I want like a full sleeve when I grow up.
Mhm. How'd you decide to pick the color for your hair?
It was actually a sub goal back in like April when I got to like
Oh.
50 subs,
Mhm.
and then I would have to dye my hair platinum.
Nice. Okay. Is that your
Yeah.
first time?
Yeah.
Was that okay?
I had to like go through hell. Has when you dyed your hair, did your scalp feel like it was like burning through like the escapes of hell?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was
It
like the
did.
worst.
All right, another top 5. You're a gamer. Top 5 games that you've played.
MW2, MW3, Black Ops, Black Ops 2. I think Halo 3. And then there came like CS:GO. And then obviously the sixth place is probably Valorant.
All right, so you mentioned tournaments and stuff, right? You said, was it
Yeah.
ESEA?
Oh yeah, I played ESCA in high school.
So that means you're like at the professional level or something, right?
So there's there's D to like S, right? I
Mhm.
played I got ranked at A minus and I climbed myself to A plus, but then that's where like it stopped. I know there's a G League and then there's an S League, and those were where the pros were at, but I only got to like A. So I played against some pros, but I wasn't playing like against like the pros that played in like the professional league, but I was playing against some pros.
Yeesh.
But my tournaments when I was younger, when I was playing in Call of Duty, like I played like game battles, which is like the league for like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
And I played against like Nadeshot and Scump and all them, if you know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Nade
played
shot for
against
sure.
like Optic Nadeshot and like Optic Scump, and I played against like Phase, a couple Phase members and NV members.
Mhm.
And that's where like I have this whole entire like competitive mindset because search and destroy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've always had like the 5v5 like gameplay in like my head.
I see. So out of all the games you've ever played, which one do you think you were the most skilled at?
The most skilled at
Mm-hmm.
it has to be one of the Call of Duties.
Okay.
I like grew up on the sticks. Like no one will ever know like online that I'm a demon like on the keyboard, but I'm also a demon on like on the sticks. That's what I grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the con that I was the best at would have to be MW3.
Nice. All right. Do you need a break before we continue this?
No, it's okay. I'm on your
Okay.
time, man.
Nice. All right. So before we get into the next topic, which is gonna be about relationships, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll be right back. Feel free to talk to chat if you'd like.
Okay.
Goofoo.
You said Guvu? I thought it's Govu. Was it Govu? What's up, everyone? Hi. Yeah, I don't know. This is my first podcast. I don't know how to feel. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm like dying right now because I had my booster shot earlier, and I feel like I have like the chills later. Everyone says either one. It'd be like that. Yeah, honestly, it's okay. You're the go, bro. No cap. Yeah. How's everyone's day? Did you guys get your third vaccination shot yet? Because that shit is like kicking my ass right now. I got my second dose Monday. I'm still dying. Wait, what the heck? It's Thursday. You should drink some water, stay hydrated and just sleep. Yeah, dude, this booster shot is kicking my ass. So I got like the Moderna shot. You look beautiful. Thanks. Too. I have no idea what you look like yet, but I bet you are too, because I think everyone is beautiful, inside and outside. How did you get your booster? I don't know. My mom scheduled it. She scheduled my third booster shot, so I got it today. Got my Moderna shot. It's like 50 out of like 100, because like I think the shots are like out of like 100 like milligrams, and then the booster shot for Moderna was only 50. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Of course.
All right. You ready to continue?
Of course.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna talk about relationships now. Let's go. You can start from the beginning. Whatever you consider as a relationship, if it's like a crush, talking, fling. Yeah, let's start from the beginning, how you met, what you experienced, and if there's more than one, you could just like transition.
Alright, the first relationship I've ever had was in the 6th grade.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say much. I thought it was really cool. It was a learning love experience. Held hands and stuff. Kind of nervous. My hands are sweaty. I was anxious to like hug. Or like hugging was like the best part. But like holding hands, I was kind of anxious. Like, I remember one time. Okay, I should love that, but I'm not gonna disclaim what I was about to say, because it's like like I don't know, it's not something I would say. But yeah, she I guess she cheated on me. She's like I had like a gut feeling that she was like talking to someone, so like I broke up with her like one time during lunch, and I went back to my 5th grade class, and I was crying. My teacher was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No," and then she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I just got my heart broken," and then I started crying, and then like later that day, like I swear, like I was playing basketball with my homies outside, like in the back of the school, and then I saw her like holding hands with another guy, and I was like, yeah, I fucking knew it.
How long was this relationship?
It was like a year and a half. Like,
Oh,
it was like a year. Yeah.
I went to 7th grade. Okay.
Yeah, it was the 7th grade. And then yeah, I would have to say like all my relationships like last pretty long. I think the shortest relationship was like a year. Oh, actually, I think that was my shortest relationship.
The first one.
Yeah, it was
Okay. Okay.
yeah. And then I had a relationship in 8th grade,
Mhm.
and I dated her for like a year and I think 10 months. It was pretty good. And then yeah, we're not gonna talk about her. She's like the forbidden name in the group.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
And then
see. This is
yeah,
all like these are people you met through school, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And then they came my girlfriend in junior year. We dated for like 2 years, I think. I'm not sure. Almost like 2 years. I guess it was like a year and like 11 months. It was like all pretty long. Like around like I guess like the same estimate of like a relationship. It's like almost 2 years. But I am in a relationship now.
Wait. How did the other ones end?
The the one that I talked about in 8th grade, that one can't really talk about, but I guess like she found another man, so yeah, that happened. And then the um the one
Junior
in
year?
junior year, that one ended because we kept on getting consistently like into fights and stuff.
I
We
see.
took like 2 breaks, and yeah,
Mhm.
still wasn't working out, so we ended off on like good terms. But I'm in a relationship now. I recently just got into a relationship.
Nice.
She's also a streamer. She
How how'd you guys like meet and how did that turn into a relationship?
how that turned into a relationship. So she followed me like a month prior to us dating. She followed me on Twitter, and then she followed me on Twitch like later that night. And then I was like, whoa, weren't you the one that just followed me? Like I remember like the live stream and the exact moment like this happened, because I remember like the first meeting,
Yeah.
and she followed me on Twitter, and I was looking at my phone like during stream. I was like, wait, this girl is really pretty. And then she like, I saw her name like pop up on my follow nitty, and I was like, wait, aren't you the one that followed me on Twitter? And she was like, yeah, I just followed you. And then I was like, yeah, guys, you guys should go check her out. She's really pretty. And then that's how it started. And I remember going to like her stream one time, and I kept shouting her out like throughout like the consistently of like her popping up into my streams. Like, yeah, you guys should go check her out. She's like a brand new streamer and stuff.
Mhm.
And I remember going into her stream one time, and she was like, she's like, I kept like complimenting like her gameplay of like her playing Valorant and stuff, and she kept saying like really nice things about me. And then she like kept saying like, "Oh, you're so nice, Kevin. Like you're amazing. You're such a nice guy." And then like I realized like she was trying to like hit on me, so I
Oh.
was like, "Oh, like I've been like out of touch, like out of love for like so long." And then like when that hit me, I was like, oh my god, like I was actually like blushing, like I was like consistently like smiling for like whoever was like in that Discord with me like that entire night. I was like, oh my god, like I've holy crap, like I've never been like I guess I was like blushing. And yeah, so I like messaged her like after stream, and I was like, yeah, I hope you have an amazing stream. Like, thank you for saying all these nice things about me. You're such a nice person and stuff. And like ever since we started like talking like on an everyday basis and stuff. And so I asked her out like last Monday. So it's been like, oh wait, September or no, November 8th. So we've been dating for like almost 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't know if you know her, but her name is Sage Siri on Twitch.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I recognize the name through you
Oh
because
yeah.
I did my research for the podcast. So
Oh really?
yeah,
Yeah.
I actually talked to Nate about it briefly too.
Oh really? What did you guys say?
Oh, that you were just talking to someone. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was just like, man's in too deep, and I'm just like, oh, that's good for him.
Yeah, man. I'm in a relationship. What is that if you're supposed to be?
Yeah. So how does that feel though, to date online? You know, long distance and a fellow streamer. I mean, it's fresh, but what are you thinking? What are your thoughts right now?
One of my thoughts that I get to hope to meet her one day, like IRL. She
Mhm.
literally said to me on her stream yesterday, because we were both streaming, and I remember I was like flirting with her in her chat, like I was like, oh yeah, you're so cute and stuff. And she's like, no, you. And then like she said like yeah, I want to fly you out one day. I'm like, whoa, that's like a commitment. But you know, obviously, like one day I do want to like go there. And like after her saying that, I was like, you know, I really do want to go there because she lives in Vancouver, Canada, and you know, obviously we live in California. And yeah, I really do hope to meet her one day, and I hope this like relationship like lasts pretty long because I'm like tired of like getting like cheated on.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So based on all of the relationships you've had, plenty of experiences, what advice would you give to people in regards to relationships?
It's all about communication. You ever have a problem? Like I remember telling this to someone like if you ever have a problem, like I'm always down to like sit down and talk to you. Like I will drop anything to talk to you. And if we ever have like a problem like between us, then we're gonna like communicate until we get this thing settled so it doesn't happen again. Communication is always key, like everyone says, and I truly believe that as well. Trust is also a good thing. Like you always have to trust one another because without trust, like you're like hurting yourself basically. And yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. I think love is a strong word as well.
All right, that's some advice. Thank you for that. Do you have a type or preference? Like, what type of girls have you dated in the past?
So I've actually answered this question not too long ago because I remember waking up as well, and I said hi to Caitlin, right, on her stream, and she's like, Kevin, get in here, right? You're going on my blind dating show. I'm like, ah, okay. And then I had to turn on my camera. I just woke up, and she's like, Kevin, why would you want to like date me, or like what kind of girls are you into? Like, what would you have as a first date? That's what she said. And I said, I want a girl that could like vibe with me, that like would go like doesn't matter where, like go anywhere. And if I were, she asked me, but if you were had to go on like on a first date, where would you go? And I said I would go to IKEA. Cause like if we're vibing already and we plan to go on a date, then IKEA would be like even more fun to like know about the person. Like I wouldn't want to go to freaking like a movie theater because you're just gonna sit down, you're gonna watch a movie, and you're not even gonna talk. You're just gonna watch a movie, right? You're not, and I don't want to go on a fancy date either because like a fancy date is so expensive on the first date, and it's not even like you might even just get like your money ripped off. Like you might not even go on a second date. But like if you have fun, like at IKEA, the meals are cheap, they're super good, and it's like an adventure. Dude, it'd be like perfect. Like like anywhere. IKEA is like a really good spot.
Mm-hmm. How did she take that answer?
I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, what go you said? She asked me about my pizza what time.
Ah, nice.
And
What a
I was like,
relationship.
yeah, and I told Kaylin, I was like, yep, that's classified. That's classified information. But honestly, like I'm thinking about it, and I should have just said enough. Enough is fine.
So that was an encounter, but what would you say your type is?
Good question. Totally ignore the question. A type. I don't really have a type. As long as we get along really well and we have like similarities and like, I don't know. I want like a girl that can like if she's intelligent, she knows what she's doing, and she has like the same motives and drives as me, then we're perfectly like the right fit. Like if we're yeah, as long as like you know what you're doing in life, then we're perfectly fine.
I see. And your exes, were they like just different ethnicities?
First one was half white, half Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was Filipino, and the third one is Vietnamese.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it for the relationship talk. How are you mentally right now? How's your mental health?
Oh, dude, it was so bad like a couple days ago. That's
Wait.
why like
Mm-hmm.
I put out like a tweet that I was gonna take a break from streaming, and it was because like I don't know, I was going through it. You ever have those moments in life where you like you just face like a brick wall, like
Yeah, like
mentally?
you're reflecting. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like a mental barrier. Yeah, that was what I was going through. And then I had to take like some time off like streaming and playing games and like talking to people. So I was in a call with my girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like chilling on there with like FaceTime and stuff. So I was just always with her, and I was just vibing, and I like come to like realization about like certain things in life and what I have to do in order to like make myself a better person, and or like to put myself out there and to see what I have to thrive for in life and how to like make it out there in life.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what I went through like a couple days ago, and I'm perfectly fine now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And more on mental health. So when you felt like you were at your lowest point in life, how did you get out of it? And second question follow-up is like, what advice would you give to others, to kind of crawl out of that really dark place?
Okay, so going back to the injury thing,
Yeah.
my lowest point in life was when I was about to die,
Mm-hmm.
and waking up after a 3-day coma in the hospital after going to like a Halloween party. That's what happened. I didn't know if I mentioned that already, but I went to a Halloween party and then I ended up in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I woke up 3 days later after a coma, and I thought I was like, that was the lowest point because I was like, where am I? Like, why do I have like a tube in my mouth? And like, why can't I leave, right? And like I thought my life was over, but then they told me about the story where I had a 5% chance of living. I was in a 3-day coma. Like the doctors told my parents, like, oh yeah, you should prepare for the worst. Like you have like a low chance of like your son like surviving. And then I woke up. So what got me out of that was that everyone like in my family was like a supporter of God. So they told me like, oh, like God has you in this world for a certain reason. Like you were born in this world to do certain things. So that's what I've always like based myself off of. Like you're in this world for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if I were to ever give advice, even if you aren't like a supporter of God, I would have to say like, yeah, the same reason for me. Like everyone's born here for a reason. We're here to do great things in life. Everyone has a purpose. So that's what I would have to say. If you're ever going through something, um, especially when you're young, you're gonna have to like try to deal with it on your own, but you always have your friends to like back you up and support you, your families to support you. But like this is just like a small mental barrier in like life while you're growing up when you're young. But older, there's gonna be more difficult mental barriers and like challenges in life. So prepping yourself now, like trying to deal with things on your own, especially now when you're young, is gonna be more easier in like in the future to like deal with because you're getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so the next topic. What are your current goals and aspirations in life?
My goals,
Mm-hmm.
um, to make gaming like a lifestyle one day. That's my number one goal right now. So just put like content out there to keep grinding, to put my name out there because you know like you guys said I'm famous. Like you guys literally like before I even came into the show, someone literally said, "Is that the famous Kevin?" And I'm like, "What? What? What?" And then yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But other than that, like
Mm-hmm.
I want to be financially stable one day. I want to like travel the world. Yeah, those are my goals. I want to just be a role model and entertainer to like other people.
Nice. And speaking of travel, what travel experiences have you had already, and where do you want to go specifically in the future?
So the only places I've really traveled is like down and down of California,
Okay.
and I've been to San Diego. I've traveled like a road trip in seventh grade with my family. We took a road trip to Vancouver, Canada. So we went to Oregon, we went to Portland, and then we went to Seattle, and then we took a stop at like the gum wall and like the market and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then what is it called? We went to Vancouver, Canada, and yeah, that was one of my travels. Another travel that I've had was when we took a trip to Disney World in Florida. So we went to New
Nice.
Mexico to Texas, and then we went to Florida. But that was all from like plane trips, because you know that probably took like 3 days.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
And where do you want to go in the future?
I want to go everywhere. But okay, but to be mainly like to say where like I actually want to go, I definitely want to go to South Korea, in Japan. My family members have gone to like Hawaii like 4 times already, and I haven't gone once. So I definitely want to go to Hawaii one day.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I definitely want to visit the Philippines as well one
Mm-hmm.
day. Maybe Paris.
All right. Now we're gonna talk about social media. Uh, so what platforms are you on right now aside from Twitch?
Um, TikTok, Twitter. I'm mostly on Twitter. I have Snapchat, but you know that's for like the close homies and stuff. I have Instagram as well. Yeah,
So you're pretty active in like all those right now?
yeah. Actually, I haven't been posting on TikTok lately, but I do have like a TikTok to post like after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope it pops or it flops. So
Nice. All right, now we talk about Twitch. So, uh, how were you introduced to Twitch, and what made you decide to stream?
um, How was I introduced to Twitch? How was I introduced? Well, like I said, I've always played games my whole entire life. I was introduced to Twitch when I first started playing CS:GO, or actually, I think it was like when like I first saw like someone winning a tournament in Call of Duty, and it was for like $300,000.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, where is this broadcasted? And so it was Twitch. I made my account like 3 years ago, I think in 2018, and I started streaming like last year. But the reason why I wanted to start to stream was because I started YouTube my senior year, and I like put out like YouTube videos of Call of Duty, but I unlisted them, so like they're like hidden in my video archive right now.
Hmm.
And so now I just post Valorant videos, but my friends told me to stream, and so I was like, yeah, maybe I should. And I started streaming like last year, and I started streaming Valorant. So yeah, that's how I got introduced to streaming.
Nice. So as of now, what's your current schedule and what categories do you like to stream?
My schedule's all over the place, just like my sleep schedule. Sometimes I'd be waking up like at like 9 p.m. and then stream at like 12. I'd be
Mhm.
streaming like every like random hours of the day. Sometimes like today I probably wanted to stream at like the afternoon, but I didn't want to do that because I knew that we had a podcast to do. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll stream later. But I don't know how this did I tell you that I got my booster shot today?
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna hit me later. So we're
Hmm.
probably gonna take like a rest day, and I'm probably just like chilling a call. But my schedule's all over the place. I used to just stream at like 7 p.m. and then like 2, but now I have no idea what's going on. Maybe I should like make a schedule soon. But yeah, it's all over the place right now.
Hmm.
The games I stream is mostly Valorant, mainly Valorant. But sometimes when I get tilted off for like Valorant, I stream Apex. And then I can like stream any game, to be honest with you. It's whatever the vibes are right now.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Who are your day ones on Twitch that are still with you and like supporting you?
Catalyst GG, my boy Matthew. Nate, Unwanted Gabs. My friend Xne, like IXNNE. And yeah, those are the homies those are my best friends, like IRL.
Hmm.
And they're still like on Twitch with me. Those are like who I started with, and they're still here today. And
Nice.
then I just met like people along the way.
Um, so do you feel like Twitch has changed you in any way as a person? Like, how do you think it has impacted your life?
Um, Twitch has made like a huge impact in my life, to be honest with you. Because without Twitch, I'd probably just be playing games without like broadcasting it to like a certain amount of viewers and like an audience and stuff. They Without Twitch, I wouldn't have met like all these amazing people, like you and people that are in chat. I met my bestest friends like on Twitch, because like after high school, like after graduating from high school, my friend group, like we all like are doing our own thing right now. And I haven't like seen or talked to them in a while. I've actually talked to my best friend IRL, like 5 seconds away from me, like down the street, like a couple days ago, and he looks so different. He has like a mullet now. He has like super long hair. Like he's so different. But yeah, we're all doing our own thing. So I had like my best friends, like Catalyst and Nate and all them, like
Hmm.
always online. So we're always like chilling, playing games together. Um, Without like Twitch, I wouldn't have, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have met like all these amazing people. I probably wouldn't have met my girlfriend. So yeah, I'm forever grateful for all the people that I met on Twitch, and they're super amazing. Like it's an honor to be here. Never thought I'd be here.
Sheesh, beautifully said. All right. Do you have like a favorite stream of your own or a favorite memory on Twitch?
Dude, okay. So, um, my favorite moment, like streaming wise,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so uh I have two. So the
Okay.
most like legendary one was when I played against Asu in a Valorant match, and he's my role model. And like I would have to say like that's my favorite streamer to like watch. So
Ooh.
like when I played against him, I was like, all right, guys, we have to win. Like I'm gonna win. Like I was streaming at the time, and I actually like. I was like, guys, I'm not gonna look at chat. Like I'm gonna dial in. Like I'm gonna give this like my 100% focus, and that's one of my legendary moments. And we won, and I have a screenshot of it. And I will forever archive it. Like
Let's go.
put it like in a folder. Like it's ACU, and I had some clips. This guy literally called me a demon, and I was like, holy! It's like somewhere on my Twitter, but
Hmm.
um, another moment that I liked personally in streaming was, like talking to you guys. Like that's my great and like enjoy like streaming. But one time it was like I woke up at like 4 a.m. in the morning and I started drinking like a truly because I was super down bad. Like I was, when KO like throws his knife and he's like suppressed, right? I was like depressed, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna drink like a truly, and so like I got really drunk by like on a Monday at like 4 a.m. because I didn't have school, and this was not too long ago. So
Hmm.
like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, maybe a month, I don't know, but I started like it was like a Monday morning, and you know how Monday mornings are for some people. Like it's like it's just a Monday, like it's want to be the weekend already, and so one time I got really drunk in the morning, and I started doing like these TikTok dances, and I had to like do like so many TikToks, and everyone was like super laughing like in the chat and stuff. Like I had to recreate the Ocho Ocho, if you know that, and then I had to do like these TikTok dances, and I had to like shake my butt and stuff. And I don't know, I was like drunk to the point like I didn't forget anything, but like
Huh.
they thought I was like super drunk. Like, do you want to see one clip? Dude, I don't know. It was like it was so bad.
It was in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, it was in the morning, like at 4 a.m. and then like I ended stream at like 1. It was a super long stream.
I wonder if I stopped by that day because I remember you were like doing these dance stuff, and then you dropped your camera at one point.
Oh yeah, 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 that day.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that
Oh.
day.
Okay.
That was one of my legendary moments. Yeah, I was literally
Got it.
streaming. It was 17 days ago. It was literally like 2 weeks
Okay.
ago.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember. That was like the first time I've seen you dance on stream. I was just like, oh shit, it's so early. He's getting
Dude,
it.
exactly. It was so early, and everyone's like waking up, and I was like super like fucking like fucked up, and I was just like extremely like buzzed and like drunk, and so I was enjoying my time.
That's
I like
nice.
made everyone's like Monday morning.
Sick.
Yeah.
So you've been on Twitch for a while. What are the pros and cons in your own opinion?
Uh, the pros. The pros is meeting amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, getting the experience to like talk to new people every day, making new friends every day, making those connections. Yeah, that's definitely one of the pros, making connections. So then, like, if you ever needed something in the future, most definitely like you'll have like that certain person to go to, because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's always been like a pro of streaming. Um, a con would definitely be like you're gonna have some haters, and these haters are gonna be your motivators. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta know like these haters are gonna come eventually. So
Mm-hmm.
you just gotta be like ready. Um, like there's some people that are super weird too. Like I don't know. You know how like some people are like shrimps in chat, and like there's this weird like newcomers, new accounts, like not streamers, but like they're like new like viewers, and then they're like a girl streamer. They're like, oh, you have like nice boobs, or like you have like nice things and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's super weird. Like, and then they get banned, obviously. But you have to like deal with like all those type of people. Like I remember like one guy came into my chat one time and was like, he was like, "Oh, you're friends with Sub Killin?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the homie." And then he was like asking like, "Oh yeah, I remember like beating off to like one of her videos." I was like, "What the hell, dude? That's super weird." And I banned him like super fast. And yeah, it was just super weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her about it, and it was like so weird.
Jeez. Okay. Those are the cons.
Yeah.
Speaking on Caitlyn, how do you know her?
So my friend is super close with her. I call him my son. I met him when he was a freshman and I was a junior in high school, and we had Spanish class together. So ever since, like, we had a family in that Spanish class, and I called him my son. So he's like a gamer like me, and we bonded over that because he had, like, the first time I met him, he had like a TSM jersey for CS:GO.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh nice, dude, you play CS:GO too? And then we started playing, we started getting closer, and ever since I've called him my son. And one time, I don't know how he met her, but he was friends with her, and I was like, yeah, remember me when you're famous, right? And then, like, 2 days after my birthday, he recommended her to raid me, or yeah, for her to raid me, and she raided me one time 2 days after my birthday as a, like, a late b-day gift.
Yeah.
And then it was like 37 or 1,300 people. I was like, holy crap, there's so many people in here. And then that night she ended, or I ended, like, before I ended, she said, yeah, Kev, do you want to play? And I was like, okay. And then, like, I was super nervous and
Mm-hmm.
playing with her, but I remember getting this, like, this Jet Knives ace. I didn't record it, and I wish I did, because it was like my best clip ever. It was on a scent, right? We were in
Mm-hmm.
defense. I had an Omen blind A main. I dashed in, get 5 kills with my knives super fast, and that was like my
Gee.
best clip. And that was with her my first time, and I was like, oh my god. And then, yeah, ever since, like, we've been friends, and we play Valorant together, go on the Discord. Yeah, and I spill the tea to her sometimes when I want to.
Ah, okay.
She's really cool. Like, I remember the first time I met her, like, IRL, was when she went to Said the Sky, and she, like, had, like, an Airbnb here with her friends in SJ.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my son, we both live here, so she wanted to hang out with us. And the first time we hung out, all of us, we did an escape room, and then we went to, like, this, like, Korean, like, fast food place. And honestly, like, out of everyone that I've ever met on Twitch, I remember, like, hanging out with them, and then going home, and I was like, dude, like, like, I really miss them. Like they're really amazing people. Like, IRL. I met her and Killian.
Okay. And that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Wait, is she the same in person how she is on stream? Because I don't really watch her much, but what do you know
Yeah.
about that?
Um. Actually, I have no idea what to say to that either. Cause, like, to me now, like, I just see her as like a really good friend. So she's really amazing. Like, honestly, like, um yeah, I don't know what to say about her, like, online persona and IRL, but honestly, I
Mm-hmm.
can just say that she's really amazing.
All right. And speaking on meetups, aside from that meetup and the one from Head in the Clouds, have you ever met up with other Twitch streamers?
I met up with me and Panda. I've
Mm-hmm.
met up with Mike Easy. I met up with Bo Emily, and I met up with Vinny Q. I just realized that he lived in the same city as us, like, this year, and Nick too, Enza, FPS. And those are the streamers that I met this year that are here
Nice.
that I haven't mentioned already. Oh, I also met Cinderkinder, if you know who that is.
I recognize her name. Yeah.
Yeah, she she traveled from, like, Toronto to SJ here and SF and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
when she went to round one here, I met up there with Nate.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Any future meetups? Like plans?
Good question. Yeah, with you, when do you want to hang? Are you gonna get Korean barbecue next week or what? With Nate,
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm down.
bro?
Okay,
Because
yeah.
Nate said he wants to go to Korean barbecue. So, like, yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't get to hang out with you the first time, so I think this is, like, the perfect opportunity to go.
All right. I mean, it's literally a walk down. Like we could even get lunch or something.
Yeah.
We could literally just walk. All right. So, in your opinion, uh, obviously there's big streamers out there, right, with thousands of views and followings and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Where do you see yourself as of now? Like, what do you think is considered like a mid-tier streamer or something?
Oh, I don't even know. I still consider myself as a small streamer as well. But I don't know how like you guys interpret that because like you guys be calling me famous, and in my eyes, I'm still like a small streamer compared to others. Like
Mhm.
I've seen Toki grow from when she was literally 300 followers, and now she's almost about at like 10K. Like I think okay, I think I consider like Toki famous, and she doesn't call herself famous. But if I were to like see it in like a smaller perspective, I think she's like a medium streamer. Like as like a famous to like scale.
Mhm.
I think she's in the middle. I think she's gonna get there. But like a big streamer, I'd probably consider like over like 50K, you know, or
Yeah.
like somewhere around like or like over like 20,000. But she's gonna get there one day. I still consider like all of us like non like partnered streamers, like especially us. I think we're like in small communities still. So
Mhm.
until like you're partnered, I think that's when you get to like the medium scale,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Interesting to hear your perspective. Okay, okay. And then following up with that, what advice would you give to those who are trying to grow their channels or are just trying to get started with Twitch?
I would have to say like you gotta make those connections, you know, like going to like new streams that you don't know yet, and like making those connections and just making new friends. I like I've had this question like asked so many times, like they're like, oh, how do you think like I should grow my Twitch? Like how do I get more followers? How do I get more viewers and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually had one of my mods like tell me this too, like I'm like, yeah, you have to like go into like new streams and like make new friends, introduce yourself into newer communities. I've also like learned the way to like when I first started to branch myself into other communities. So I met like other streamers, um, and then I made new friends, and those friends of those friends, and honestly, it's just honestly one big whole community.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, once you start connecting yourself into those, then you'll start making new friends and new followers, and that's how you gain to grow. Yes, I gotta provide like the like good content. You know, you just can't like sit there and like in quiet honesty, but like provide quality content and make sure you're like entertaining your viewers. You know, talking to your viewers, and that's all I had to say.
Nice.
Still learning about that myself too.
Great advice. Okay. And now, other things about Twitch. Let's talk about what you're affiliated with. So, what is first one? Glitch Energy.
This thing.
Yeah.
So glitch energy is an energy like powder that you can use into like your water, like such as this, and it gives you like different type of energy. It's like a better G Fuel, I would have to say. I'm not gonna lie. I think G Fuel fell off the top. You know, G Fuel was really good until like they made like this new product, and like it just fell off. It's not as good as it once was. And honestly, I think glitch energy is really good. You know, I'm affiliated with Glitch Energy. You can use code, Plasify at the checkout for 20% off.
When were you partnered with Glitch Energy?
um, like a month ago.
I see. I see. They just like reached out to you.
Well, I had to like apply.
Oh. Okay.
It was more like they're not the partnership, but like the affiliate
Mm-hmm.
program. And then yeah.
All right. And the next one. I don't know if how to say this properly. Artesian builds.
Artesian builds, yeah, or artisan.
Artisan. Okay.
Yeah, they reached out to me this
Mm.
time. They messaged me on Twitter, and they asked if I wanted to be like their ambassador to their program. So if anyone to like use my code, they'd get like a $200 like discount, or and then like yeah, this is how partnerships work sometimes.
I see. So this one's pretty new too.
Huh?
Like you linked up recently too.
Oh yeah, like I think they messaged me like before I left for Head in the Clouds. So
Ah,
like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
nice. Okay. Now next one. Ultraviolet GG.
Oh, so Ultraviolet is my org. I'm in an organization. I'm a streamer for them. Yeah. I was grinding for them in June, and then I got picked up by them like in July. So I grinded for like a month, and then they picked me up. They were already scouting me because I was interested in joining them or trying to join them because most of my friends that were like in the high end like Valorant community, they were a part of Ultraviolet,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like asking my friend, like my best friend, like I made on Twitch. I was like, yeah, can you put in the word? Like, how do I join? Because he joined because our other friend was like, yeah, you should bring this guy in. So then that's how he joined. And I was like, yeah, I want to join Ultraviolet. He's like, yeah, I'll put in the work. And this was when I was at like 400 like followers on Twitch. So
Mm-hmm.
then, um, I grew pretty fast within a month. I gained like 500 followers. So I was about to hit like 1K on Twitch, and then that's when I joined like Ultraviolet.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, I got picked up as a streamer.
Got it. And then, let's talk about Astra Sect.
That was really recent.
Yeah.
Um,
So what's the story
um,
behind that? And what is it?
so Asher Sect is also another organization that I'm a part of that I'm a lead for, which means that I am also a scout for other streamers if they want to join. Like if I see that they're putting in the work, that like they're putting up numbers and they're streaming consistently and they put out great content, then I have a chance of asking them if they want to join, or for people that are already grinding and I see that they're streaming, and then I can check out their stuff. And that's what I do as a stream lead. I have
Mm-hmm.
to make sure like they're always consistent, like putting up numbers, making sure like they're averaging viewers, like if they're already in the team. And yeah, I just got picked up because one of the leads in Ultraviolet, so he's like the leader or one of the leads, like what I am in this org. He asked me if I wanted to be like a stream lead in Astersec because he's like the owner of it.
I
So I
see.
got picked up.
Wait, so what's the difference between the two orgs?
Well, I think Ultraviolet, it's pretty up there. Like I think it's a pretty good team.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm a part of. It's sponsored by Hyper, or it was sponsored by HyperX, but now it's sponsored by Glitch Energy, Kovacs, and a Dice Inc., which is like a key like mouses and mouse pads and mouse kits that you can get off of. Um, but yeah, I think Ultraviolet is definitely more up there than Astro Sect, because Astro Sect is just like starting, like they're
I see.
like a starting team, but it's going really fast. Like I had my first meeting with them like yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty good. I never knew like there could be like this type of interactions with like teams, because I'm just like a regular like team member in Ultraviolet, so I don't have like meetings and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
just like stream and I put out content. And then like when I became a stream lead for Ashes Sect, I actually had my first meeting yesterday, and then we discussed about like how to grow like the org and how to like pick up newcomers, and um like putting out more like content for like the team and how to make ourselves grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
um I think when I joined, he asked me who I wanted to recruit, and I was like, okay, I'll go recruit somebody. And the first person that I wanted to recruit to the team for joining was it's for Elise, which is I call her my like, for lifers. Like she's like my best friend, like that I made on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So I recruited her first, and she's like, because I knew that she wanted to join like an org, so I was like, yeah. And she's like a consistent like streamer too. So I recruited her to the team.
Nice. Are you affiliated with any other groups, or is that it so far?
That's it so far.
Mm-hmm. All right, and the last thing about Twitch. So talk about your special humans.
My special humans.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who do I have on there? Hold on, let me go check. I have Toki, which is like my best friend, like my best friend on Twitch, like literally like my best friend like on Twitch. Um, Literally, we played like duos with each other like all the time. We played games with each other. So
Mhm.
I'd always call her like my. I'd always be like my Toki bestie. Like she knows a lot of things about me that people don't know, like online and stuff.
Yeah.
Nicole is like my best friend, like offline Twitch too. Like we like talk to each other and we catch up, make sure that we're okay, like offline Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And the third thing was my girlfriend. I have her as like the swaggiest girlfriend. That's what it says in my bio.
Mhm.
And I have my family that I have, and it's just Caitlin and my son and my daughter. So
Yeah.
so I, you know how I always said like this guy is my son,
Yeah.
right? And when I met Caitlin called him her son. And so like when I first met her, I was like, yeah, that's my son. Like I met him for like, the longest time. And so um when she called him her son, we just been like, oh yeah, we're just divorced. So yeah, Caitlin's my ex-wife. That's what we said because we had a son. So yeah, and then we have like a daughter that she's like super close with. She's like been a mod since like the beginning of their stream, so that's what they call, and that's how I have a family on here. But yeah, this is just my special humans. I would have more, but it'd probably fill up the whole page.
Mm-hmm. Nice explanation. Okay. So we're gonna talk about Valor for a bit.
Okay.
What is your favorite and least favorite agent to play?
I freaking hate smokes. I freaking hate smokes. I freaking hate smokes. That's all I can say. That's literally it.
Okay.
I literally don't play anything but like Arena, Jet, and Raze because I up until like Act 1, Episode 3, I raised main and got myself to Immortal 3, and that's the only thing I played.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always had like the duelist role, and I played Jet since beta. So yeah, I've always played like the duelist role. But then when it comes to smokes, I just can't. Like I play in lower elo, but like when I'm playing on my main, it's just like it's just not my thing. I'm not comfortable doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But lately I've been filling, so I've been playing smokes. I've been playing Viper. I play like anything now. I don't know why, but my least favorite agent to play is like smokes and breach.
Okay.
Yeah,
And aside from that, who do you think's the actual best agent in the game as of now, and the worst?
the best agent, I
Yeah,
think it's
just one.
Jet.
Okay.
Literally, you can't go wrong with Jet. Jet's always the best.
Welcome
The worst agents,
to Wilson's channel. Yeah.
I think it has to be like, I think it's KO. You don't see KO like being picked in like professional roles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I
KO.
think, yeah.
I've been hearing either KO or Yoru, so nice.
Yeah, I think that too.
Okay, guns. Best gun in the game and the worst.
Best gun. Best gun has to be, okay. Literally speaking, I think it's the Phantom. Personally speaking, I think it's the Vandal. The worst gun in the game, it's a Stinger. Also the Bucky. The Stinger used to be really good. Like you can literally shoot the Stinger from like miles away, like across the map, and it'd kill him. And yeah, now it's just like the worst gun in the game.
Fair point. Okay. And favorite skin bundle.
Favorite skin bundle. My favorite skin in the game has to be the Black Reaver. I got the collection when it first came out, and I've had it in beta. So when I got the Black Reaver and I had my first Immortal 1 episode, one gun buddy. Oh dude, it looks so good. It looks so good. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite like skin set though.
All right, and now rank your maps, favorite to least.
Yeah, the worst map in the freaking game is Fracture. I freaking hate that map. That freaking map sucks. Okay, my favorite map has to be Bind. My second map has to be probably Haven. And then there's Split, and then there's Breeze, and then Fracture. freaking hate Fracture. Fracture's so bad.
Wait, where do you put Ascent and Icebox?
Oh yeah, I forgot about those maps. Okay, wait, never mind. No, let me restart here.
Okay.
Oh god. I think it has to be Bind, Icebox, Haven, Ascent, Split. Okay, wait. Actually, I changed up Split and Ascent. They just switch those around. So,
Okay.
and then Ascent, and then Fracture. Did I say Breeze?
Breeze would be right above Fracture, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And since you're like a really high elo player, right? How would you describe the levels based on ranks of how people play?
What do you mean by that?
So like starting with Iron, like how you see Iron players play versus Bronze, Silver, and going up.
Okay, everyone starts from somewhere, right?
Yes.
Everyone starts from like, I know that this is like people's like first FPS, so obviously like wherever you get ranked is wherever you get ranked. You know, you could potentially like get like a higher rank or like you want to be, but you're gonna have to like get knowledge of like the game sense about the game. You're gonna have to like get your aim there, like where to put like your crosshair level. You're gonna have to like practice all of those, and I don't know. I personally like tell people like how to get better when they ask me because they're like, "Yeah, how do I get better? Like, how do I be like you?" And I'm like, the only like typical like advice I'd have to give you because everyone like says like, "Oh yeah, you have to use like Kovacs, you have to use like aim labs or Osu like to use like a warm up or like you have to keep practicing your aim." Yeah, like you can be all aim, you know, you can be like Shroud, all aim, no brain. All right, actually, yeah, I think that's what it says. But personally, I give out like, I just tell people to just like play the game more.
Mm-hmm.
I think playing the game more like every day consistently, like you'll obviously like get better each day. What I used to do, like when I played CS:GO, I always thought warming up was bad luck. Like before a comp game, like I remember like I'd be like practicing like aim labs or like Kovacs or like going into like a death match, and I'd always lose. So I never like warmed up ever, and I always thought it was bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, if you just play the game more, you get used to it. You'll get used to like the knowledge of like everything. What I used to do, like I said, I used to like go back into my own VODs, and I'd see what like I did wrong. That's what I used to do. So it's like revise and edit, you know, like
Yeah.
some English thing. The only time I actually used like aim trainers was when I first started playing Apex. Because like tracking was like a whole lot different from like FPS, like just shooting like CS:GO and like Valorant and stuff. So when I played season 7 of Apex, I
Mhm.
bought Kovacs, and that's when I started practicing like my tracking.
I see. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's you basically gave like advice and stuff. Very nice. But specifically, how would you at this time with all the ranks, how would you kind of like describe everyone's playstyle based on the ranks? Like, what's the difference between players in gold versus immortal, right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah, I think everyone has like the highest ego in like gold. I think they don't really play with the team. Like they're not gonna try to win the round. They're trying to get the kill for like their stats. They always want to get like the highest amount of kills in the game. Like I remember smurfing in gold one time, and this guy was trying to like teach me. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta do this. You gotta peek this guy." I'm like, "No, it's not at all." Like this guy like tried to IGL me, and I honestly like when I freaking try to like play in like lower elo for my friends, and they try to tell me what to do. I honestly like hate it so much because like I already know what to do. And then I just think they have like the highest ego in the world. Like they always like think they're like the best. They always try to like talk down on like their teammates. Like I was queuing with my friend one time, and this guy was like trying to like shit talk on my friend that was like brand new into gold. Like obviously like they're trying to learn, so you know they're not gonna learn if you're like like talking down on them. You know, you gotta like help them like yeah, you gotta do this next time. Like, you should probably just, like, keep your like crosshair like this level. Not like, oh, you're so bad, you should uninstall the game. What are you doing? Like, why are you in this? You're boosted. Like, that's not gonna help your teammate. Like, you just have to like correct your teammates whenever like you see like a mistake that they give.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think they have like the highest ego in some ranks. Even in like Immortal too. There's some people in Immortal that are like, I don't know if you ever heard of like this rumor. They're always like, "Oh, I just reached Immortal 20k peak," and they put it in like their bio and like on Twitter and stuff. I don't know. And then like they think like Immortal is like a personality, like, "Oh, like I'm so good, like I'm Immortal, like I know, like what are you talking about? It's like a lower elo player," and I'm like, it's not even like, it's not even all that. It's not even a personality trait. It's just what? I don't know. I've been seeing that lately. Like for me, like I hate like telling people that I'm immortal. Like
Mhm.
I'm just, like I always like go into like chats and like, oh, what rank are you? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Iron 1, and then like someone like recognizes my name and they're like, nah, he's cracked. This guy's like immortal. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm like Iron 1 on a good day, or like Iron 1 at heart and immortal on a good day. Like I don't like telling people that I'm immortal.
Mhm. I see. Do you think there's a big difference in skill gap from Immortal 1, 2, and 3 since they recently changed that?
Yeah. Honestly, to be honest with you, like I think it's like a 50-50 in Immortal. I feel like you have to like get really lucky with your teammates because the other team could be like super cracked. They have like radiance or something, and then your team you have like, oh, like these peak 20k, like peak 16k immortals because there's apparently like 20k people in Immortal now, and then
Yeah.
you just have to be like really lucky. Because one time like I had this guy that looked like he was like playing at like a gold 3 level.
Wow. Got you.
Yeah, he looks super lost. Yeah, like there's people that are boosted immortals.
Do you plan on ever like just peaking Radiant?
Okay, me personally, I've been like a game away from Radiant like a couple times now. Like in
Mhm.
Act 3, episode 1, like I was literally one game away. Like all these triangles that you see like on my main in episode 1 or Act 1, episode 3, they were all in a row. So like an estimate amount to like get to Radiant was like 20 arrows back then, and I had like 16, 18, like I won like 9 in a row.
Mhm.
And then I went on like a 9-game loss streak.
Gosh.
Yeah. And then next act I was like one game away too. And
Mhm.
then yeah. I just lost motivation to play.
Mhm.
Now I just play for fun. Like I just play for content, playing with friends because it's so fun.
Gotcha. All right. Now it comes down to the last few random questions, and at this point, if anyone in chat has a question for Kevin, please feel free to ask. All right. What are some of your biggest pet peeves?
Oh, dude, this happened a couple days ago when I was streaming.
Mhm.
My friend linked my Twitch in chat like after the game. I freaking hate that. Like, I remember one time, like I was streaming one time, and
Mhm.
or I don't even think I was streaming. Like I was playing with my friends while he was streaming, and this guy linked my Twitch after, like, because I'm like doing super good in it, like a game, and then some guy on our team like links, like his friend like links my Twitch, and then I got super like upset. I didn't say anything. I played one round and I left the game.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what's the reason behind it?
I don't know. I don't like self-promoting myself like that, like in like a game like that, like especially if I'm smurfing too, because it just like puts like bad
Oh,
rep
you're
on my name.
smurfing? Okay.
Yeah, I was smurfing, and it's like I don't know. I just don't like that at all. But another pet peeve is like I don't know what my pet peeves are, to be honest.
Mhm.
Besides that, that's what I learned about like a couple days ago when I actually just left the game.
What are some of your biggest fears?
My biggest fears, um, doing super bad in the game, like Valorant.
Mm.
Like if I do super bad, then I get like super upset. I just get super like depressed. You know, it's just like the suppress of the kale. You know, the life
Yeah.
depressed. You know, like I'm just.
Alright, I like how they're gaming related answers so far. Okay. What would you say is your best trait personally or characteristic?
I don't know. Everyone likes my hair. Is that a trait?
I mean, yeah, that's a physical appearance, but you can talk about personality too.
Okay. What's a personality trait? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm. To be honest with you, I think like good trait about me is that like I always make sure like my friends are okay. Like I personally think everyone deserves eternal happiness, and that whenever I see someone down, like I always like tend to reach out to them, even if I'm not close with them, but I'm like friends with them. I always like tend to like make sure they're okay, because when they're sad, like it kind of makes me sad. So I always want to make sure like my friends are okay.
Mhm.
So yeah. What else is there? I don't know. Not sure.
It's all good. What is your personal greatest accomplishment in life so far and your greatest failure or regret?
My greatest accomplishment? That's a good question. Graduating high school.
Alright.
Yeah, that was my greatest accomplishment. I don't know. I think another great accomplishment is that I'm lucky enough to find myself the best girlfriend in the world. That's another great accomplishment. Thanks.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
But yeah, I hope she didn't see that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, what Matt said. I'm not really like. What was the question? Like greatest accomplishments, right? What was the other one?
Greatest accomplishment and greatest failure or regret.
My greatest failure. Oh, dude, I don't even know. There's a greatest failure.
Or like what you consider like a failure or something you regret.
What I regret. What I regret is that I started using like certain things in high school that I wasn't supposed to use. Like what I was introduced to, because if I wasn't introduced to that, then I'd probably want to like play basketball for the rest of the years that I was in high school. But ever since I was like introduced to that thing, then I continued using it throughout like my high school life. So yeah, I recently like quit smoking too, like in June, because it was one of my sub incentives or like my sub goals. So I reached like a certain sub goal in my subathon on my birthday, and it was to quit smoking, and I'm like 6 months clean now.
Nice.
Thanks.
Real good to hear.
Yes, so good.
Okay, down to the last three. So what was your first impression of me?
Dude, I thought you were famous.
What?
Yeah, dude, I saw your YouTube. I was like, dude, this guy's famous, bro. What the hell? You guys calling me famous? Like this guy Wilson? Like this guy's like 15K like on YouTube. And then okay, but my first like time like seeing you was I met you through Kelly. Like when you brought her onto your stream. And then yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, I want to go on his podcast one day. And here I am. But yeah, that's how I met you, and I thought you were really like a really cool dude. You're really nice, you're really amazing. And then you came to my stream one time, you subbed to me, and I was like, wait, what the heck? And then you told me we were like catching up, we were like getting to know each other, and then you told me that you literally live like down the street. I was like, what? And then yeah, I don't know, all the hard work that you're putting into. I see all the TikToks you've been putting out. Honestly, they're really great. You're putting in like the dedication to this, and it's honestly really nice. It's really nice to see.
Thank you. Appreciate
I have
that.
a question for you. Do you ever consider joining an organization?
I mean, I'd be open to it. Jeez. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm totally down. wouldn't have imagined it, you know? I'm just streaming for fun, you know?
Okay.
Living it.
All right. Sounds good. That was my question.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, back to your podcast.
Back to your regular scheduled programming.
Caught me off guard there for a second. Alright. So, who are the top 5 streamers that you find yourself watching nowadays? And, I'm just gonna say aside from Asu, because I like Asu.
What? It's a tough question. Well, I watch all my friends like streams. Like I'm in your streams because I always see you looking in my streams when you're streaming. So I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna watch like when I'm like mid game. So I watch your streams and see what you're doing, and I see like everyone else that's streaming. Like personally, like sometimes I'd be like too scared to type in chat sometimes. So I'm just like looking. I usually just like stay as like a viewer, like a not say anything.
Yeah.
It's like most of my
Get it.
friends. But one stream that I'm always in is Bagels because that guy is my best friend. Obviously, like I'm always in my girl's stream ever since like she started streaming again, so I'm always in there. I'm in Nate's stream. I'm mostly in all my friends, but if like you're talking about like big people, I'm in Kaylin's stream. It's really funny. I'm in Decky's stream. Do you know who Decky is?
Sounds familiar.
He plays with Plu.
I know who Plu is, but he sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's like these like the Radiant community of like Valorant. So like I'm always watching like Radiant gameplay, like I guess Valorant players.
Okay.
I watched It's Timmy.
Mm.
That guy's goated. That guy's like hella good.
Nice. Okay. So that's quite a few. And down to the last question. So using your connection, who would you like to see on this podcast as a future guest? So like a streamer, and why?
Original Bagels.
Ooh.
Because that guy is always outgoing on his streams talking about like life and stuff. So if you were gonna like learn about another person's life and put them on the podcast and learn about more about them, I think you should put Bagels. Personally speaking, I remember meeting him for the first time in my stream, and he talked about his life story with me, and he told me a lot of things that like most people don't know, and his past and stuff. And I actually like quit playing Valorant in the morning, and I actually like put my stream into just chatting for about 2 hours, and I think you'd have a great time talking to that guy.
Do you think he'd be down?
Yeah, he's streaming right now. I think that guy would. I think he would.
Okay. Nice. Great choice, great choice. Bagels. Alright, that was it for me. How are you feeling after this whole podcast?
Oh, dude, it's an honor, man. Thanks for having me on, bro.
We're at almost 2 hours and 20 minutes.
That was 2 hours and 20 minutes?
Yeah,
I feel like
just
that was
about.
literally like... I feel like that was like an hour.
Do you feel like you've gotten everything that you wanted to say out there, or do you feel like there's more that you would like to talk about in regards to yourself? Because I only have like a set number of questions, you know?
I mean, is there anything else like people would want to ask like in the chat? Because like for me to talk about myself like that without like any questions to answer, I have no idea what to say. Yeah. Yeah, does anybody have any questions in chat? I don't know.
Are you planning to stream after this or anytime soon? Because I know you got your shot, right? So
yeah, I want to see like where I am with that. So maybe not, maybe I am, depending on how I feel in like 2 hours. But like after this, I'm probably just gonna be in call with my girl. So yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yep, sounds good. And dude, feel free to hit me up whenever if you want to grab lunch or something. You're literally right there. I could be like at your place in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, less than literally like 30 minutes, dude. We live down the street. Nah, but for real though, I think I'm probably gonna message Nate because Nate said he wants to go get Korean barbecue next week, and I was wondering if you want to go. So if you're free, like next week, when I asked Nate like what day, then I'll probably tell you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And even if you want to go before and after, like, I'm down to just chill, get lunch or something.
Yeah, but you know the thing that you guys had last like 2 days ago. I don't know. You guys like drank or something. You guys had karaoke. I know that Mal was there.
Oh, the other
Dude,
week? Yeah.
yeah, you guys have to have one more night like that so I can come through. You know, I heard that
For
Emily was
sure.
like really drunk on the freaking couch.
She was indeed.
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard the story.
Mm-hmm.
She was gone.
Okay, so I'm gonna close this out for the YouTube segment, and then you guys will definitely see this video within the next few days, in case anyone's missed anything.
Nice, nice. Being on the famous Wilson's YouTube video.
Ah,
Nice,
dude. Come on.
nice.
Not even. Alright. Thank you to everyone for being here. This has been the Chang Gang Podcast, episode 41, featuring Kevin, aka Plasify. Kevin, thank you for your time and for sharing all your life experiences with us. I really appreciate it.
Nah, thanks for having me, man. It was an honor.
Of course. And guys, there's gonna be more coming soon. So stay tuned for episode 42. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you to the chatters, W Podcast. I really appreciate it. Any final words from you to sign us off?
I don't know. It's just keep being swag, dude. Just keep it real. To be honest with you.
Alright,
So,
guys. That was it. Make sure to follow Plasify if you haven't already, alright? Exclamation guess is the command. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.